What's up, guys? Welcome back into the Millennial Profit. My name's Adam and I'm a full-time reseller. If you're new here, I show you all different kinds of ways to make money. So if you like money, hit that subscribe button. As you can see, I'm back out at the warehouse and I am finally doing another What Sold video. It's been a solid month or two since I've filmed one of these, and honestly, it's been kind of relieving. They're just so repetitive in shooting them and editing them that they just get so boring, if I'm being honest, because I sell the same exact things every single day. I know a bunch of people love these, so I'm not going to completely cut them out. I'm going to try to shoot like one or two of these a month. But I just feel like I can't be super creative with these at all, and they're honestly just not that fun to make, and I don't want to make content if it's not fun. And I have lots of really cool creative ideas coming this year and a lot more tutorial videos too, so I kind of want to dive more into that space. So don't worry, I'm not completely cutting the What Sold videos out. We're just going to kind of phase away from them and just do a couple a month. Anyways, though, let's get into everything that sold from over the weekend, how much I paid for everything, where I got it, and at the end of the video, we will get into the total profit I made on everything. First off, though, let's take a look at these numbers here. First eBay, $16.50, second eBay, $8.90. Not a bad weekend, especially in late January. Also, my heater is still busted, so I'm actually just going to gather everything up and then take it back home, as well as put away everything that I listed. But if you haven't seen that one video where I talked about, I make this little pick sheet here where it has different parts of the warehouse, and so that's kind of how I pick my inventory. So I've got end, I've got back, I've got middle, I've got desk, just different areas of my warehouse. Since I sell all different types of things, it's kind of hard to sort my inventory like a lot of other people do with custom SKUs and tubs. So I put things in the same areas, and then the night before I go through and make one of these pick sheets. So right now I'm going to just go pick everything, and then I also have to make a couple wholesale boxes that are up on my website. Then after I do that, I'm going to head back home where there is heat, and we're going to show you guys everything that's sold and pack it all up. All right, here's everything that's sold. Going to get it home, and then we'll go through everything one by one. It's times like these that I'm glad I kept a nice little shipping station set up with all the bags and everything that I could possibly need. Just in case something like my heater goes out, I can come back here and business can keep rolling. All right, first off, we sold this snowman that I got it from Party City when they went 75% off Christmas. I paid like $55 for him and sold him for $200. The rest of the stuff I'm going to actually come over here to the studio and do, so I can keep it all in the bags and just kind of pull it out. All right, I know the studio is wider than what I'm showing. It's not made for this, but I thought it would be kind of a different way to do a What Sold video. Plus, like I said, I don't want to take everything out of these bags. So we're going to kind of go through everything that's in each of these bags. Starting off first, we've got this Seahawks hoodie that's sold. It was actually 60% off of the price tag, which was like $10.93. So it was like $6, and I just sold it for 35 bucks. Just picked that up the other day in one of the clearance events we called out in Bread and Butter. Then these as well. I can't remember who called these out, but these are camouflage Crocs that I sold for $50 on eBay, and those were $24. We sold 3 of these Oregon bows that were like 5 cents in auctions, and I just sell them in lots of 3 for $10. Now we have lots of hats to get into. First off, we sold this Browns hat that was $5, and that $5 hat sale sold it for 20 bucks. We sold this Pardon My Take hat, same exact sale, and sold it for 22. Chevy hat, this was from one of my local stores. Looks like I already ripped the tag off. I think this was $5 though, and sold it for like 17. Paid $2 at Marshall's for this Arkansas Tech hat, and sold that for 17. Another Marshall's find. I think I've sold some of these in the past before. This is a 47 brand Akron Zips hat. Sold it for 20 bucks. It was like $5. 2 more $5 hat sale purchases. Sold the Cincinnati Reds one for like 22. Pretty cool. It's got the Riverfront Stadium on it. And then we sold the Astros one for like 18. These 2 blank hats here were from wholesale deals, and I've wholesaled a bunch of those out to the group. Have barely anything in those and getting like 17 a pop for those. Sold this Avatar hat. I think this was yellow tagged at Marshall's. I don't have the tag on it anymore, but this would have just been a couple bucks. Just sold it for like 15 on eBay. Another $5 hat sale hat. This Ohio State hat, just sold it for 20 bucks. We got this New York Knicks hat. This was from the $10 hat sale recently. And sold this one for 25. Got this Brownie the Elf hat online. Can't give up all of my places, but this was $15. Sold it for 45. It is Carhartt co-branded, so those go for quite a bit. I still have about 40 of those left. The rest of these are all from either the $10 hat sale, or I also did a wholesale deal where I paid like $12.50 per hat. So I'm not going to go individual on each one. It's about half and half, I'd say. So anywhere between $10 and $12.50. We sold this Xavier hat here for 25. Got 30 for the Cincinnati Reds. 28 for the Warriors hat. Someone bought 3 Celtics hats all different ones. So we got this one, I think it's a city edition. That's another city edition one. Then they bought this one. This one sold for 35. This one sold for 40. And this one sold for 55. And I can combine shipping on those. Then we sold 3 Lions hats. Someone bought 2 of them. These are all the exact same. And I sold these for $35 each. So again, can combine shipping on 2 of those. And then we sold this Marlins hat for 30 bucks. That's it for bag number 1. Bag number 2, we've got these ASU Don Mitchells that were at Burlington for like 35 bucks. Sold those on eBay for 85. Then we got these size 14 golf shoes from Ross. Those were $30. And I sold those for 80 on eBay. Again, if I don't say where I sold it, it was on eBay. Most of my sales are on eBay. At the end, I'm going to tell you how much I made on each platform, but I think I sold like 6 things on Mercari and like a couple things on Amazon, so most of it's going to be on eBay. We got some wholesale lot stuff. If you've watched some of my past What'sell videos, you saw that I bought a wholesale thrifted lot that was $4,000 just to try something new. I still have to list a bunch of that stuff, but it's selling through like crazy. It ended up being like $3-4 a unit, I believe. But we just sold this Nike shirt for like 12 bucks. We got an REI pullover that sold for like $22-23. Some Vineyard Vines shorts that sold for like 20 bucks, and then a FootJoy jacket that sold for like 28. I think these Dockers were actually in that as well, but these were brand new. There was some brand new stuff in it, but I sold these for 30. Picked these up during the summer. These are some Under Armour sweats. In the summer, they always clearance out sweats pretty cheap on Amazon. These were like 11 bucks, sold them for 30. Sold 2 pairs of these Jordan sweatpants. I called these out in Bread and Butter. These were like $13. I think they were from like Finish Line or East Bay, somewhere like that, and I'm selling them for $38 a piece. We've got this Ohio State quilted jacket that was $5 in a local deal where I was getting all those pants as well. That was a really good find, and I'm selling that for $35. Then we got these Echo Crocs here that were from the 2 for $50 Crocs sale. Shout out Attaboy again, calling those out originally. Sold these for 55 bucks. Then we've got this Slippery Rock hoodie here. That was like $1.20 from one of my local shops, and I sold that for 20 bucks. Then we got a LeBron poster. You guys have seen me sell those before. That was like $1 from one of my suppliers. Sold that for 15. And then we got another one of those emergency window kits. Again, same supplier. Those are $10. Sell them for 35. Bag number 2 complete. In bag number 3, we've got a lot of shoes, but before the shoes, we've got a couple other things. So we got this Zion jersey here that I got in the East Bay going out of business sale. That was a great find. Those were like $28, and I'm selling them for like $65. And then we've got these Adidas pants here that, again, I got in the summer because I love buying pants in the summer when they're selling them at their low, so I can hold them and sell them at their high in the winter. These were $15 from Sierra, getting $35 for those. Now we're back to the shoes. We got a lot of Kohl's shoes, so I'll start with those. So those are an additional 50% off of the tag, is how the Kohl's clearance event works. These are pretty sweet, actually. I almost wanted to keep a blue pair of these that I found, but they weren't in my size, so I ended up selling them. But $70 on these bad boys and $27. That's a great flip. Another pair here, half off of $75. Another pair of Air Maxes. Those sold for $90 plus the eBay shipping. $15 FedEx label. We got another one of these, half off of $45.50. These sells through super fast for like $55, $60. So I always pick up those Adidas dailies. And then lastly, I'm not going to open these up because these boxes from Nike, the new ones are kind of annoying, but half off of that price. And again, a quick sell-through shoe at like $55. So I picked those up. Those are just standard Nike running shoes. Next, we got these from, I think it was Foot Locker. I called these out. They had these on sale. I can't remember exactly. That was a couple months ago. I want to say it was like $20, $25 for some Air Forces, which was absolutely crazy. It was a pricing error. I ended up getting a bunch of these. A bunch of members got a bunch of these as well, and I'm selling them for $75 each. Another B&B lead. I want to say Attaboy called these out as well. A lot of times Amazon puts on flash sales for shoes, and these were $25. Selling them for $55, so nothing big, but a nice quick sell-through. That was just a few months ago. And then this, shout out to my friend James. I bought out a bunch of his shoes that he had, and those were like $20 each. Most of them were higher-end Nikes, so I was getting like $70 to $80 for a lot of those. Some New Balances as well. These were probably the worst pair I got. I got like $45 for these, but better to list them than not. Bag 3 complete. On to the last bag, the moneymaker. Also, if you want to get your own moneymaker or your own Jesus is the reason for the season bag, you can get those on my website as well. First off, someone bought 2 pairs of these lined Crocs. These were from Kohl's a few months ago. Called these out in the group. These were $15 each, and I'm getting 40 a pop for those. Another group call out, I think Kraken called these out, but I'll throw it up. These were $35. You cannot go wrong with Realtree Echo Crocs. Those sell through super fast. Getting $75 for those. Got a pair of these platform Crocs now. Sold those for, I believe, like $42, and I got those for $15 from Finish Line. These things ended up being a huge come up. These were $20 at Burlington, and sold these for like $80 plus the eBay shipping. This is from one of my local online auctions, just a Raging Cajuns duffel bag. Sold that for like $23. I had a couple bucks in that, if that, probably like $1 at one of my local online auctions when I used to do those. Sold these on Amazon. These were $12 at Zulily. I'm trying to remember what these went for. Okay, so these went for $60. Also, those Realtree Crocs that I showed earlier went for $70. That's the top ones. These, I said I sold them on eBay for $50, but now that I'm looking at my Amazon, I actually sold them for $70 on Amazon, so even better. But $60 for those pink Crocs, and they were $12. That's crazy. Oh, maybe I sold another pair on eBay for $50. Okay, I'm not losing it. All right, I sold 1 pair on eBay for $50 and 1 on Amazon for $70. That makes sense now. Another thing from one of my local online auctions when I used to source there, these were like 5 cents each for these ornaments, and I got $10 on Mercari for it. Still selling Christmas stuff even in late January. I got $38 for this, and this was from the Lowe's clearance event. It was probably $7 tops. Then the rest here is flipping from zero stuff, so you'll have to stay tuned to that series. We are starting to scale that money over and over in that series, so I really hope you guys are enjoying it. That series is super fun to make, and I'm really enjoying being creative with that. So that's everything that's sold, guys. Now I'm going to get everything packaged up, and I'll get you guys the final numbers. There we have a nice, successful weekend. All right, so running down those final numbers, on eBay, we sold 60 items for $2,542. On Amazon, we sold 2 items for $130. And on Mercari, we sold 4 items for $73, for a total of 66 orders going out this weekend for $2,745. Now, to get our total net profit, we need to take out all of our costs. So take out our shipping of $340, our fees of $329, and our cost of goods sold of $758, for a total net profit this weekend of $1,318. As always, all honor and glory goes to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. He empowers me and gives me the strength to be able to do this every single day, and I'm so blessed to be able to share it with all of you. If you heard me mention a couple times in this video, Bread and Butter, that's my personal Discord community where we post daily in-store and online leads, as well as big sales going on. So if you're interested in that, you can check that out. First link in the description. Again, I'm not going to stop making What Sold videos. I'm just not going to make them as often as I have been. And I really appreciate all the support and everyone that's been reaching out and asking like when I'm going to be making What Sold videos or if I'm still selling stuff. Yes, I'm still selling just as much stuff. I just need a little bit of a reset. So we're back on the What Sold videos. I'll try to be posting 1 or 2 of these every single month. Any other content you guys want to see as well, feel free to comment down below and I'll do my best to make it. Got lots of tutorials coming as well. Thank you all so much for the continual support. And for 32,000 subscribers, that's crazy. There's money to be made everywhere, guys. Let's go get it. Thank you for watching The Millennial Prophet.